Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool. And for all you EDC aficionados out here, this is the 711L flat and flex head EDC 1/4 inch bit driving ratchet. It is essentially like a more feature-filled or even upgrade to the original 711L bit driving ratchet here that has got the flat end designed to fit into the Leatherman bit driving port. So you just line that up, drop it in. Some of these with the locking mechanism, it's in real solid. And this one is designed for the Skeletool in particular, but works perfect in all of the others. Right now I'm building out a Leatherman kit using this Charge Titanium as my core multi-tool. This is the 2nd gen one. The 1st gen is a little clunkier, had a slightly different blade, or excuse me, slightly different jaw, and non-replaceable wire cutters. I'll do a video on that in the future, but anyway, I'm using that as the core. Probably put it into my Leatherman pouch here. It's co-branded by PackSafe, and I'll load that with various tools. But anyway, this seems to be the ideal upgrade if you want to do bit driving with your Leatherman tool. There is a previous version that just has a straight flat end, but a straight bit driving head, reversible of course. And it is a take on kind of Leatherman's original ratcheting mechanism that was designed to fit into their bit port, as you can see here. If it maintained the same directionality, didn't give you any other options, but it was a take on their original bit extension. And all of these, one of the advantages is it does allow you to use the Leatherman flat bits in their mechanism, and it holds it just fine, as well as standard 1/4 inch bits. And then if you go to the 1/4 inch, pop that out. You can also go to things, I'll use this 711 example here, that allow you to put on some sort of a ratchet on a 1/4 inch square, or using this 711 as well, I can move this mechanism right up and drop in a bit, or a hex bit. So 711 is really, pop that out, come on, there we go, is kind of innovating in that space. Anyway, 711 has produced a lot of cool stuff, you know, bit driving mechanisms that are just exquisite, out of this world. Here is one that has torque limits on it. They also have a wonderful air chuck. This 711L, use it with my Milwaukee's. Simple design, but very nicely made. So anyway, back to this guy. Sells for about 40 bucks, which might be on the steep side, but if you're an aficionado spending close to 200 for your Leatherman, you know, or a pile for all of your Leatherman bits for some reason, then this is just kind of an average next step. Now, 711L has a 3-year warranty on this. It is a high torque, or it's an exquisitely low torque tool. It is designed that way. It's not something, like a big full-size ratchet or 1/4 inch driving ratchet. That's not the point. But as you can see, it's some pretty substantial engineering went into this. That hole does seem to engage with certain locking mechanisms. This one, it doesn't. But I said I'd get back to the Skeletool. This is designed to fit beautifully with the Skeletool mechanism. Now that's in there, locked in with that button. So the Skeletool I can now fold up with this in place. You see how the Skeletool's back end fits over that? That's not by accident. Now what it does do is allow you, full use of the tool while it is in place in the Skeletool. And Skeletool, for a lot of you, if you think, gosh, why would I spend Leatherman type money on something that barely has any features? I mean, it's got a knife. This is the CX with the carbon fiber inlays. I think this one is, yeah. Doesn't really affect the weight. In fact, I think it makes it heavier. It has a bottle opener, has the standard Leatherman pliers, and has a knife. Well, I ran out of features. There might be something else stuck in here, but of course the bit driver. And then those are the features you use like 99% of the time, so that is where this really works well. I've got a flex head ratchet now on my Skeletool. Just wonderful. Anyway, 711L also makes some excellent other tools like this 3-port locking 1/4-inch hex bit driver. I love this thing. You can load it up literally with maybe like 3 of your favorites, and then go to town. Just stays in there. If you need to swap them out, just like any other standard lock. But 711L is really knocking it out of the park as far as high-end EDC tools. Anyway, thought I'd bring this one to your attention. Do I like it? No, I don't. I love it. I think it's great because a lot of times you're able to use it both as an individual little ratchet, but the bit driving, the speed, the simplicity, the functionality, and the compatibility really takes this to the next level. So, there it is. And with that, Doc out.